Hi guys, welcome to PCN's channel. Just a bit of a new series today. We are having a look at 1660 Ti Max Q gaming. I have a Zephyrus G14, which I do a lot of my filming on, a lot of my retro stuff. I capture stuff on it, but I am going to play Forza because my kids are playing it, so I need to do multiplayer with them. So let's have a look at the settings now. So resolution 1080p. We'll cap the frame rate at 120 because my screen has 120 FPS. Let me see. Yeah, so let's put VSync on. We'll leave it on for this. So we'll have the frame counter on. Let's just give that a save. Right, okay, let's go back out. Let's go into graphics. So let's go into extreme. First of all, we're not even going to hit 60 FPS on extreme. I've tried it, but we'll try it out for the sake of this video. Okay, guys. Let's just have a little quick whiz around. As we can see on the highest preset, we're not hitting 60 FPS. We're like, you know, 40-ish or whatever, you know, around that mark. So let's drive around for a few more seconds. But look, we're dipping. We're going to, like, you know, close to 30 FPS on this. Now my screen can do 120, so I guess I'm just first kind of time I'm playing it. I tried it out a little bit on this. I was playing it on a much less powerful device called the GPD Win Max. So what we'll do now is let's drop it down to the tier below and see what kind of frame rate we get. Okay, guys, we're back. So we've moved it down from extreme to ultra now, so we're from second from top now. Let's see what kind of frame rate we get. Hopefully we'll get around the 60 mark on this. Okay, guys, here we are back in game, and we're kind of around that 60 mark, aren't we? A little bit. I did see it drop down just there to like 57. But yeah, this would be an acceptable mode to kind of play it in. It goes, you know, it's pretty much around that 60 mark. I'm not sure if you'll be able to kind of notice the dips. Okay, yeah, you definitely can. It's dropping a little bit below as well, isn't it? It's getting to like 54. So let's drop it down one more preset to high, and be right back. Okay, guys, we're now on just a high preset, so we've still got everything else the same. We've capped it at 120. You know, resolution scaling is off. So let's go in game. Okay, guys, we're back in the game, and yeah, we're hitting over 60 FPS. You know, close to 80 at times there. Now, one thing I have to mention. So I think the highest is extreme and ultra, so whichever, not the highest one, the tier below that, which I think is called ultra. Now when I wasn't screen recording, I was kind of getting a constant 60 FPS without any dips. It was actually a little bit above 60 and below, so I don't know how much of the system resources exactly OBS, the screen recorder that I'm using, is actually, you know, how much of the system it is actually using, which you know, may hinder the performance of this game, or that you know, I could be incorrect with that, but I just thought it was worth mentioning because I was trying this out before. I don't usually make videos on my Zephyrus, but as it was on there, I thought let me put one up there, just to see if you know, if there's an interest in this. If there is, let me know, because as I test stuff on my GPD Win Max, of which I do a lot of, I can also start doing stuff on the Zephyrus. But it looks like on high you're going to achieve a high frame rate. It'd be nice to see if we can get 120. So I'm going to come back with medium, and then we'll go on low, and just to see if we can get that high frame rate, because you know, someone might prefer medium or low settings at a higher frame rate than one of the higher presets at a lower frame rate. It all depends on how you like to play your games. Okay, guys, we're back. So if we look at the settings, I've gone for the medium preset now. So let's go in game and see what kind of results we get. Okay guys, we're back in game and whoa, T-boned. I'm not really seeing much of a great difference in the frame rate, but still, you know, it's nice to play at a higher frame rate. I think for this game personally, when I play it, I will cap it at 60 and maybe play it on high or ultra. As I'm going to be playing it on my Win Max, which means I'm going to get 60 FPS on that machine because it doesn't have a dedicated GPU. I'll have to drop it down. So if I'm going between the two machines, I don't want one looking, you know, one playing at a really high frame rate and much better visuals. I don't mind the better visuals, but the frame rate, I'd want it to be similar. You know, on the Win Max, I can kind of play it on like medium and low, and lock it to 30 FPS, but I think I'll end up more than likely going for lowest and playing it on 60. But yeah, so this is it. Oh, it's a bit hard to see the frame rate. I think it's around 90 at the moment. But it's varying, it's fluctuating, anything kind of between 70 and 90. So let's go now to the final preset, lowest, and see what goes. In fact, what I might do is after lowest, I might turn on resolution scaling, which is absolutely horrible in this game. But we'll see if it can actually target 120 FPS solid. If it doesn't, just get it on lowest out of the bat. So hang tight and let's put it through some more paces. Okay guys, we're back. So we're on low. There is actually a preset below this lowest, and we'll test that out as well. So we're on low. So let's go in game and see what kind of improvement we get in frame rate. Okay guys, we're back in game and we're on a low preset. So there's only one more preset below this. It looks okay, but obviously the higher presets do look a lot better. And yeah, we're almost touching 100 in the frames per second. Yeah, I saw it. I saw triple digits there. Did I see 102? If I look at it, I'll crash. So I'm trying to go between the two. Really need to get better at driving. Yes, okay, that's kind of looking all right. Obviously, if you want to play it personally, you know, one good thing about this game is the visuals. You know, it looks real pretty. So yeah, definitely, I would settle for a higher preset at 60 FPS. But for the sake of experimentation, we'll drag it down and see, you know, where it goes. So yeah, so what we'll do after this, tend to go to the lowest to see what the frame rate can take us to, and after that I'm going to do lowest with scaling on, just to see how low it can actually make it to get that frame rate at 120. So yeah, stick with me. Okay guys, we are on the lowest of the low. If anyone ever said, "Base, how low can you go?" This is how low we can go. So we are on very low. So let's see if we can hit 120 FPS. If not, then I'm going to come back and like I said, we're going to turn on resolution scaling, which I think, here we go, yes, off at the moment. We'll turn it on to see if we can actually achieve 120 frames per second. So let's go in game. Okay, here we are on the lowest preset, and I don't know what this is looking like, but this is looking like a cross between a PS2 and a PS3 game. Not really that great looking, but we're achieving, I think I saw a 115 there, but it's still not locked at 120. But still, we are kind of like averaging 100 plus most of the time. I did see a 94 there. Pro tip while driving: don't look at the top right of the screen. Don't look at your frames per second, and don't text either. Don't be on the phone either. Very dangerous. In real life, you don't get another quarter. Who remembers that from who remembers that Outrun advert about drinking and driving, where the Outrun people crash, and it said in real life you don't get another quarter. Great advert. Sorry about that, buddy. Okay, so let's turn resolution scaling on and see if that deteriorates the visuals and how much, and whether it maintains 120. Okay, so we are going to try resolution scaling balanced, and let's see if that makes it any better.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
No, that seems about the same. It's not really doing much, is it? Let's go back in and put it on performance.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Yeah, it's not really. So we're on performance now. It's not really doing anything. So I guess the resolution scaling, it's not really worth using, at least not on this system. I tried it on one without a GPU. Oh man, and did it literally made the game. It looked like a PS1 game. I could have actually done an episode of what if Forza Horizon 5 was released for the PlayStation 1, because that is literally how much it took down the resolution, or how much it scaled the resolution down. But yeah, guys, this was it for a Forza Horizon test on a Zephyrus G14, which has 1660 Ti Max Q. Sorry, I've got like just too many terms to use there. If you do like the content, then consider subscribing. Drop me a like if you like, and if you want to see more 1660 Max QI performance videos, then let me know, and amongst my other videos, if this gets enough views and it's worth doing, I'll start doing some more videos on there. As usual, thank you for watching, and until next time, guys, PCN out.